So this is our third annual horse plow. So we're just entering our third growing season. What's been happening out in the field is it's been growing cover crop, a variety of different plants that have helped nourish the soil over the winter and have held the soil together through all this rain and all this cold weather. And when the plow folds that soil over, it's actually, just lifting and exposing the soil underneath. But as it folds over, it's going to be able to break down all those things that have been growing, and that just blends right back into the soil. So it's just a really rich way to get the season going. Well, last year we had over 1,300 volunteers, and it comes, in small groups or individuals, that are here today. My friend Teresa just came up from Portland to spend the day to come volunteer. It's just, it's small groups, large groups, family groups, but it's this incredible gathering. Probably my world record group is from UPS, and I get what's called Urban Plunge when freshman students are introduced to the community and they plug them into community organizations and just give them a taste of what's going on. And so I get these folks, and I get 250 at a time. And even though it's total mayhem, it's amazing mayhem.
Maybe it's a dream of mine, I know it's a dream of Carrie's, is to see a lot of people out here not only working in the field, but participating in a kind of sense of community, sharing their stories as they work, and developing some kind of fellowship around this place. And hopefully also we want a lot of diverse people, because the more diversity there is in our lives, the better off we are.
They have a huge need for always more food. There's roughly 100,000 folks that we serve in Pierce County just through Emergency Food Network. I think for the most part, food banks are just really hurting for food, period. When they can get fresh food, that's very rare for them. So they're very, very excited about that. But some of the things may be a little different than their clients are used to. This is not going to be just a bag of carrots or, a bunch of, a big head of lettuce. There's sometimes, a lot of kale or collard greens or things like that. So we're trying to kind of weave in a little education at the same time.
My family bought this farm shortly after World War I. And we've raised many, many crops here, all foodstuffs, berries, vegetables of all kinds. And it also, we've all worked very, very hard on this farm. So when I inherited my half of it, it seemed like I wanted to see this tradition keep going on.
We designed 2 harvest days per week to reach food banks the same day. And that's the big thing here that is completely different than, say, even your finest health food store in this part of the country. We grow all these varieties of things, and we harvest them in the morning, and then by noon it's picked up and then delivered to the food bank to be passed out that same day. So that's why we design a schedule that meets getting it out to folks as quickly as it is harvested. So there isn't that time where it's sat in storage.
It's really exciting to work in the ground and to know that what you're doing is contributing to feeding people in the Pierce County area.
If you have such a great group of folks that you can get involved and say, hey, this is what we're doing, I've never heard no. I've never heard no. So we just keep plugging at it, and you know, if one group of folks can't really help us, then we find out if somebody else can, and just we keep working.